At the end of last year, Faire brought in their Exclusivity tool. This is where you choose a target revenue that retailers have to hit every year to be given exclusive rights to your products in their postcode. In this video, I'm going to answer some common questions about the Faire Exclusivity program, as well as sharing our own experience with the program and how it's going for us. So how it works is you can really easily set it up through the Faire portal. You can determine the annual spend that a retailer has to hit every year to be able to have exclusive rights to their postcode for selling your product. And you are meant to honour this both on and off the platform. The area of exclusivity is typically a 2-kilometre radius around their postcode, so it's not a huge patch. We always say when looking at exclusivity, look at where the retailer is situated. Are they in a secluded area, or are they in a built-up town with retailers that you're already working with? On a case-by-case basis, you need to review them and understand, is the exclusivity agreement right in this case? I have actually noticed that separate from this Faire exclusivity agreement, when speaking to retailers about stocking products that are similar to other retailers in their town, especially those who operate in smaller towns where they might all know each other, they're very considerate of the other products that they're all stocking. They are very interested in procuring items that are unique to their shop, and they are conscious of not stepping on the toes of retailers in their town. So potentially, once we've already got one retailer in a town, others might not follow suit anyway because they want to have a unique product. They don't want to be seen stocking the exact same things that someone down the road from them is. So actually setting up this agreement and making it formal, it works really well in our favour. I'd suggest setting the annual amount to something you are comfortable with receiving from one retailer. So if you just have one retailer in that postcode, how much do they need to spend to make it worth it for you? And by the way, every single one of our retailers that has an exclusivity agreement with us has way overspent the amount that we actually set. We found that it really solidifies your relationship with that retailer because they have locked in to commit to that spend that year. If they don't spend that much with you, they actually owe you that amount anyway. So it's within their best interest to make this product work in their store. Once you turn this feature on for your Faire shop, retailers will be able to see a banner on your product and shop pages that indicates that you're offering exclusivity. Retailers will also see prompts elsewhere in their account, so once they've placed an order with you, on their order summary page they'll be prompted to join your exclusivity program, as well as on their pages that include the brands that they stock. Like with any other features that Faire brings out, we are assuming that the algorithm favours the brands that are using it. If Faire are trying to make exclusivity work for their brands, then we are here and we're going to try and make it work as well. And honestly, so far it's been working really well for us. As I said, everyone has already overspent on their agreement. We have retailers in there who are already reaching that annual spend that we've set, so it just deepens our loyalty to them as a retailer and deepens that relationship. And we had actually trialed exclusivity with a retailer before this tool came along, so we had a retailer who reached out, loved our product, loved the uniqueness of it, and wanted to lock in that exclusivity for their town. So they just discussed it with us. They messaged us on Faire and said, would you be interested? We hadn't even considered it, so we thought, yep, we'll test it out, we'll set an amount that seems right. And now that we actually have the tool in the dashboard, it just makes it so much easier for us to manage. I'll now counteract some of the common challenges that I've heard around Faire's exclusivity tool. Number one is, does it mean you're saying no to sales? Not necessarily. Maybe you will never actually get any other sales in that area, so you might as well build that relationship and long-term loyalty with that customer who wants exclusivity. Maybe you're saying no to 1 or 2 sales and potentially even really small sales from that one postcode in the future, if a retailer happened to come across you. But the idea behind this exclusivity is you are setting an annual spend that you're comfortable with for that postcode. If anything, we have found that it increased sales for us and it increased profitability because the orders we're getting in from these retailers who have exclusivity with us are much, much bigger than our AOV. Number 2, does it mean less people will see your products on Faire? No, this is not true. So you're not blocked from being seen by the retailers. So if you've got exclusivity for a certain postcode, it doesn't mean that any other retailer in that area will not see you. They'll be able to see you and they'll be able to see your products. They just won't be able to check out, and they will be told why. So they know that there's exclusivity on your product. And I also think there's a psychological factor here that there's some kind of exclusive club that they might want to be a part of. So they might actually be more interested in stocking you in the future. And just because you have exclusivity for one retailer doesn't mean that you have to have it forever. It might stop in the future. They might decide that they want to stock something else or just stop the program, and that opens it up to other retailers in that postcode. Number 3, can you only offer it to larger businesses? No, this is absolutely not true. It's for anyone on Faire. Just consider it's all about your annual spend. So if you set a really high annual spend and you decide that that is what's right for you, fine, but just know that there will be retailers who aren't capable of hitting that. Overall, Faire's exclusivity tool has been a great relationship builder for us with our retailers. If a retailer sees value in our product and thinks it will sell well in their store and they're happy to commit to our annual spend that we've set, then we're more than happy happy to oblige and work with them. If they were already in an area that has a few of our retailers, or potentially a retailer that we have a good relationship with, or someone that we've worked with for a while, that is when we'd need to assess it on a case-by-case basis, because we don't want to lose loyal customers, but we also need to consider what is the best thing for the business. So we will always assess it on a case-by-case basis. If you have any questions about the Faire Exclusivity program, please drop them in the comments and I will respond to everyone. If you found this video useful, please drop us a like and subscribe for more content on helping you and your business grow on Faire. I'll see you in the next video.